Good morning. It's Vlogmas day 15. The rain has returned. The lighting is terrible in here this morning because the skies are completely gray, but it's nice and cozy, warm inside, and I do like hearing the sound the cars make as they go by with the swish as they go through the puddles on the wet streets. I woke up feeling much more refreshed today. I got almost 8 hours sleep, and today I just can tell it's going to be better. Yesterday I just was tired and lethargic and had no motivation to do anything, so it's nice to wake up with a new renewed sense of energy today. I've just hardly put a dent in the Christmas cards yesterday, or actually I didn't even touch the cards. I started the Christmas letter, so that's my main focus for today, is to get my Christmas letter written and cards signed and ready to mail out. There's my cowl. I put my stripe in it for the day, and it's funny, as I was knitting it, you can see this yarn, it's just really nice tonal, kind of lavender shades. And the whole time I was knitting it, I was thinking it was a completely different yarn. So when I pulled the label out to look at it, I was surprised. It's like, oh, it's that yarn. It's Yarn Chef Minestrone in the Grecian Goddess colorway. And I've had it for quite a long time. I made a pair of socks out of it. And I remember when I bought it, I messaged the seller and said, in case you're wondering if your ads on Ravelry are working, I bought this because I saw it on one of those banners at the bottom of a forum. Clicked through, found it, and purchased it. So they do work, at least sometimes. So you can see this is kind of what I was trying to explain. So this stripe here, whoops, I'm cutting my head off. This stripe here is kind of meant to mimic this one here in intensity. And so even though tomorrow's stripe is not this purple color, it will be in a similar tone or intensity. I don't know, never know quite what words to use. So that's sort of how I plan to go forward, so that the cowl is fairly balanced from center out. Don't want to lose my stitches there. So yesterday's bad day extended into curling. We had a terrible game. Just got shellacked. But the dinner afterwards was really good. We had Mexican food last night. It was really, really good. So then when I came home, Cameron had the late draw. He didn't curl till 9 o'clock last night, so he left about 8:30. So that gave me a few hours on my own to work on his socks. So that was some much needed time. Now the clock's ticking, and since he's home this weekend, I don't know how much I'll get done before Monday, but I do. You can see I've got the heel now in both socks, and I'm starting to work my way up the leg. So wish me luck on those. Every sort of spare minute I can or every minute I can spare, I'll be working on these, trying to get those done for Christmas. It's sport weight, so it does knit up fast. And there's only 64 stitches as opposed to his normal, actually there's 60 stitches compared to his normal 72 on a fingering weight sock. So that does help them to knit up a bit faster. I also did put the heel into my first Christmas sock and just knit a few rows of stockinette. So I actually had it almost complete yesterday afternoon, and then realized I'd messed up and had to rip it all back and redo it last night. So now I can work on these around him and just have a nice plain stockinette sock. So I'm going to try and get the other heel in pretty soon, so that I also could just go zoom on these whenever I, have a bit of time.
Well, I finished the hard part. The Christmas letter is done, and I'm just getting ready to print it off. Can you say verbose? I was never the student who struggled to fill out, write the required number of words on any given assignment. I've always struggled to keep the words to a minimum. So it's always very challenging for me. I've just boiled the kettle. I'm going to make a cup of tea while I sit here and address the envelopes and fill out the cards. So it seemed like a good time to do my advent calendar. So I see day 15 is right there. I hope it's good. I had the lemon pound cake last night when I came home from curling, and it was okay, but it wasn't really my thing. Just a little too much of a sweet sort of background flavor. Yeah, just wasn't that fond of it. Anyway, today's looks like, I'm not sure what those are in there. Maybe little flavored chips. Raspberry cream pie. So I wonder if it's like white chocolate or something. Again, this might be one that might be a little too much dessert-like for me. Let's see. Okay. The ingredients are quite hard to read. Tiny print, not great lighting. Green rooibos, cane sugar, white chocolate chips, pink sugar mix. A lot of sugar in here. Blackberries, raspberries, gomphrena petals, whatever that is, hibiscus, strawberry leaves, natural and artificial, raspberry, blackberry, and vanilla cream flavoring. Well, we'll see. I'll let you know what I think. We are going out to dinner with some very dear friends this evening. Looking forward to that, but we have to leave in about 3 hours, so that gives me limited time to do the cards. So wish me luck. Well, I'll get a good start on them anyway, even if I don't manage to finish before we leave. Just put the thing in there, so it's just forming that tree trunk. So I will slot this into the previous recording and get this episode of Vlogmas processing and ready to upload before we leave. So happy day 15, and I'll see you tomorrow.